to thank Jeff Oyer. I want to thank Winnie, particularly Winnie, the niece. Winnie is a very brave lady. She was there with Jacom when there was a session in Arusha where they were supposed to go for a session. I asked her, Winnie, are you not going? She told me, look at, then she just pointed at the father and said, him. I'm not going because of him. I have to be with him. And that is before Raila went to India. And she was there from that date. She took care of her father, and she was very, very, I think she was very caring. She did everything that is humanly possible to do. Thank you, Winnie, for everything. And my sister, Ruth Adhiambo, who also bought a ticket and went to see Raila. She sought her own visa, and she went there, and she was with him up to the last minute. Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Okech Sala from Migori, who was very close to Raila. He had arranged all the tickets, and he was with Raila all through. Okech Sala, thank you very much. I want to thank the National Assembly, Speaker, the members organized and went to collect Raila'S body, Aaron Cheriot and Junet, Honorable Junet, though he did not go, but the majority leader in the National Assembly. And I also want to thank all the visitors who have come, and Your Excellency, the security which has been taking care of Raila. So I would like to plead with you. They have done a great job. They have kept vigil, and they have been there for him all through. So Your Excellency, please give them promotion 1 grade. Just 1 grade won't be too much. So with those very many words, I would like to now say bye-bye to my brother, bye-bye my best friend, bye-bye my confidant, bye-bye my everything, my advisor. And I would want to ask God the Almighty to put your soul in peace, and please greet for us our people who went before you, my mother, Mary Odioginga, my father, Jaramogi, who went before us, and all our siblings who are there, and all the great leaders who are your friends, like Julius Nyerere. Greet them all for us. Thank you. May God take care of you, because you are a good man. You are a good man and a truthful man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I want to take this opportunity to call the spouse of Raila. She became more or less a widow when Raila was detained. At that time, Raila was only 37 years old. And this lady was younger than that. And some of you are so hot, you could not have. Now, as you come, I forgot to introduce my spouses. Dr. Ann Oburu, where are you? Dr. Ann. And Judy. Where is Judy? Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Aida Odinga, canon, who is a canon of our church, Anglican Church, and I would now ask her to come and address the gathering.
Sayun timbe mag bini osina katalwen genga kataricho butona magawe yoni Yesu dokoro Ibadi mona donjo edala kuriri gimadi gengna katalwen genga kataricho butona magawe yoni Yesu emsalaba kurere gimadi mona donjo edala ere gimadi gengna katalwen genga kataricho butona magawe yoni Yesu emsalaba.
God is good. God is good all the time. I know you say that is his nature. And even at a time like this, let's not forget our God is there and our God is still good. He'll never leave us. He'll never forsake us. I want to begin by thanking the people of Kenya, the people of Africa, and the citizens of the world who have joined to help me bury my husband, the father of my 4 children, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. I never imagined that this would fall on me to lead the family and the world in burying Raila. I hoped it would be the other way around. With pain, without lamentation, I accept the will of God. I want to thank the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and the government for going out to accord my husband, our father, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, such a dignified send-off. Indeed, in this part of the world, we've never seen something like this. We've never seen a dignified send-off like what we see here in Bondo. Mr. President, thank you very much for according Raila this kind of send-off. Mr. President, my family is grateful to you for being a man of his word and a man who stands with friends after committing yourself to do so. Thank you. I want to thank the leaders of Kenya. I was looking around and said, whose name do I mention? But all of you are being very close to Raila. When I look back, I see people who are very close to Raila as friends and colleagues in the life of Kenya. I want to thank specifically former President Uhuru Kenyatta. He's a true friend. He stood by us. Yes, thank you. I want to thank once again of leaders from Kenya and across the world who have taken their time to mourn with us and to mourn with the family. And for this kind thought, you have spared your time to be here today. I know there are many, many leaders from other parts of Africa. His best friend, Papa Olusegun Obasanjo. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. He comes from Nigeria, for those of you who remember. And if you remember, after Jaramogi's death, he was here and opened the museum. I would also want to thank Her Excellency, Mrs. Morgan Shangarai from Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for being with us. I know there are many others, and I'm going to write special letter to all others when the time comes, because I'm not able to mention them by word. Your words, your letters, your social media posts has gone a long way in lessening our pain and lifting our spirits. Thank you very much for that. Raila has been my husband for the last 52 years. Many of you who are here are younger than 52 years. You could easily have been our children. Like all the couples and families, we also had our ups and downs. But we've learned one thing, and that is we must talk straight to one another. We must forgive and move on. Now, juggling the family life and public lives exert extreme pressure and demands on us from time to time. I know most of the time we used to say Raila is more of public life, political life, than he is for family life. But every time he came, he gave us what we deserved. I remember he attends to each one of us individually according to our needs. And that is not only his children and grandchildren, but also to his brothers and sisters. When Oburu was here, he didn't emphasize. But I think the next person, after loving me, the other person that he loves, leave alone his children, is Dr. Buru. Raila would not do anything without consulting with Dr. Buru. And if you wanted to know more, and you wanted to get to know what he's going to do, you had, if you are clever, you talk to Dr. Buru first to talk to him, so that he softened the way for you to talk to him. Through all this, what remained unchanged was our commitment to each other. On our belief that he had seen through and vows, and we made each other at the start. It worked for us. It was through the tumultuous years of detention, years of exile, and decades of commitment to the people of Kenya and the people of Africa. The detention years and years in this exile tested our family in a way only the family can appreciate. It was not easy. But all the time, when he was away, either in detention or in this time, I'll have to join him wherever he has gone, because he'll never come back. But the spirit lives on. When I first met Raila, some 54 years ago, I didn't see his political side. I didn't see it coming either. He was not a politician in any form. I knew his father was, but him was different. And with my friends, then I was at the University of Nairobi, we were young, idealistic ladies who swore not to marry. We swore to marry calm, professional men, not those who give to the loudness of politics. I swore we had no time for the people who are doing political science, the lawyers, and so forth. We didn't know what was coming. In my group, and they know them, the group of the sisters were with at the University of Nairobi, people like Leo Duol, Gladys Okoth, Deborah Kiai, and so forth. You know you were very well. Out of my group, I was the first one to marry. I married an engineer, a man of calm demeanor and reflective character. They all congratulated me because of that. Little did I know I was marrying a political engineer who would proceed to make engineering of Kenya his lifelong project. I didn't know. From the turn of events, I came to understand firsthand that they mean, I came to understand firsthand the meaning of still waters runs deep. He was a calm person, but as we lived, I realized he was a deep thinker of a different kind. From this turn of events, I come to understand firsthand that Raila was not just an ordinary engineer, but a political engineer. I evolved, adapted, and handled challenges that came my way, courtesy of being Raila Odinga's wife. And those challenges were many. I know if you are to ask the spouses of these politicians down here, they'll tell you the challenges are many and not easy to cope with. I learned that if you're a spouse or politician, inherit his friends, but don't inherit his enemies. Why do I say this? Because you'll be standing there, you'll be sitting there at home, thinking so-and-so is an enemy of my husband, because he belongs to a different political party, or he comes from a different area. I tell you, you will be wrong. Don't inherit in his enemies, because tomorrow, you'll find that those people that you thought were his enemies are his best friends, and you'll be left out. Be careful when you are handling his friends. Inherit his friends, but his enemies, let him deal with them the way he made them. After going through it all, I had a chance to marry. If I had a chance to marry him, I would marry him again. I would be happy to do it. But this time, I would marry him knowing I'm marrying a politician, not just an engineer only. But Raila never really stopped being a production engineer. It has been said, but he also practiced it. He started the East Africa Spectre, the company that manufacturing gas cylinders, and that is thriving in that. Those who are working for East Africa Spectre, please try to keep up his legacy of making it a real big industry that Raila intended it to be. Raila was always disturbed by the fact that Kenya was not moving as fast as he expected. At the turn of independence, Kenya was at par with countries like South Korea, with countries like Thailand. I think we're even ahead of many other large countries. But these countries have moved very fast. They've moved very fast to be first world countries. Kenya, we are still dragging a little. This thing can be changed. I've traveled in many countries. In 1995, during the International Women's Decade that was in Beijing, we went to Beijing, the women of the world went to Beijing, and what I noticed that the tallest building in Beijing was a 4-story building, and it was a hotel. I also noticed, that's me, that many of the people who are working in Beijing, the Chinese, they were wearing what we call overalls, the things that industrialists wear in the factory. They were either yellow, red, blue, green, or any other. And everybody was moving in a rickshaw. Go to Beijing today, you can see a different world. It can be done. Even in Kenya, we can change it. With hard work, determination, focus, we can change our country. And as I'm talking here, I know we have leaders here. Please focus in changing the country. Let's not seek leadership to enrich ourselves. Let's not seek leadership to acquire wealth for ourselves, but acquire wealth for Kenya and acquire wealth for our generation to come. In the name of Raila, I appeal that we focus on national wealth instead of personal wealth. I appeal that we work on quality education, education that will lead us to be people that God made us to be. I appeal that we have our nation in order, correct our health institutions so that it gives us the kind of life that we need to live. There are many others. Dear Kenyans, today I surrender Raila to friends, family, and patriots who went ahead of him. I surrender Raila to eternity, and I surrender Raila to all the ages. I know he's comfortable where he is. I know he deserves to be in the company where he is. And I pray that when my time comes, I'll join him there in heaven realms. Fare thee well, my dear husband, fare thee well, father of our children. Fare you well, the friends of many. If you were to start again, I would be there with you. Thank you, and may God bless you all for being here.
Your Excellencies, fellow mourners, we have given the family ample time to eulogize and pay tribute to our departed leader. I want to request that the speakers that will come from now to focus on the occasion of today and be very brief, and other than perhaps the president and the retired president and President Obasanjo, everyone else, no one should speak for more than 3 minutes. Otherwise, we'll be here until night. I want to urge us respectively to dignify the day by being brief and to the point. I want to request Honorable Millie Odhiambo to come and read out in acknowledgement all the names of the members of parliament present and say a few things before, after she finishes, so that I don't keep on coming here. We will have Senator Ledama Olekina. Both the two of them are the minority whips. Senator Olekina will come and introduce the senators.
Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, all the dignitaries here, Mama, and the larger family of Baba, including the international family, I greet you in the name of our Lord God Jesus Christ. Your Excellency, my task is very little. As you know, sometimes I am called a bad girl. But for the sake of Baba today, when we are sending Baba, a man I respect and to whom I owe my political career to, I will be a good girl. Thank you very much. I told you I'll be a good girl and I do what I'm told. So before I go on to introduce the members of parliament, because that's how good I'm going to be, I'll request Honorable Dr. Ida Odinga to please join us back on stage. Karibu Mama and pole sana. We are with you.
Yeah. These things, some things start early. When I was speaking here, I'm being reminded that I did not introduce the grandchildren. Raila had grandchildren. The ones who are here, we start with Safi. Safi said, where you go to school?
I go to... Hello, everybody.
Can I speak? Yeah, it's English.
Oh, okay. I have a short speech. So okay. I will say my short speech for everybody. Okay. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing good today. Thank you all for coming to have us mourn my grandfather. Today I stand before you not only as a Kenyan mourning the loss of a national icon, but a grandchild mourning the loss of our grandfather, the Right Honorable Raila'S Odinga. While the world might remember him as the people's president, a political giant, a freedom fighter, I will always remember him as a man of quiet strength, fierce love, and unshakable purpose, my Babu, my hero. It is very hard to say goodbye to somebody, especially when you thought that person was immortal. I think of this situation as the ending of a great TV show. Like movie critics, we should focus not only on the ending, but what made the ending so impactful. Teacher, the grandfather who never let the weight of the world stop him from showing up for all his family members, laughing with wisdom and with patience. When I was in school, I was part of a play. I wasn't the main character. I wasn't even a side character. I was a mere backup singer. I remember telling my grandfather how great I was, how happy I was to be in this play, and how I couldn't bear being in it. And I remember telling him, and I remember the morning of they were getting ready, they marked it for a chopper. My grandfather had managed to make it to my event. This is to show the type of person he was. No matter how big or small the achievement, he would always make sure to be there and make it known how proud of you he was. He had a way of making you feel like you were the most important person in the room. As I stand here looking at your casket, I'm not afraid to admit that my next achievement will be 10 times heavier, knowing that one of my biggest cheerleaders is no more. So today, as we bid him farewell, we're not just burying a man, we're burying a legend. And I want to say this especially to my Kenyan people. We are the legacy. If you ever doubted your voice, doubted that you mattered, remember him. If you ever felt too small to make a difference, remember him. Remember, he was not born a legend. He became one by showing up, by speaking up and refusing to sit down and be silent when it was easier. I use my time to keep this legacy alive and remind the nation that not only was there so much greatness in him, but there's as much greatness in you as well. To quote him, you can only live once, but if you live it right, once is enough. Joey! 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 Thank you. Oh, sorry, I'm Safi. And I go to school in the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I now use this opportunity to introduce my other cousins. Come on.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sunay Odinga. I stand here before you not just as a young Kenyan, but as a proud granddaughter of the now late Honorable Raila'S Odinga. To the world, he's a statesman, a leader, a freedom fighter, a symbol of Kenya's struggles for democracy and justice. But to me, he's always been more than the headlines, crowns, or politics. To me, he's my grandfather, a warm, wise. He was always warm, wise, and always full of stories, laughter, and love. Some of my earliest memories of my grandpa are sitting beside his side, listening to all the stories he told me about our country, about where we've come from, and about why he chose to fight, and about Kenya. And I really miss him, and I still can't believe this is happening. Rest in peace, Baba.
There's also Alai Raila Odinga, who unfortunately is not here with us, but as soon as he arrives, he will be able to speak for himself. Now we have Safi and Senai. These are children of Rosemary. Alai is a son of my late son, Fidel Castro Odinga. He's the one who is not here with us today. But yeah, it's live. Then we have Amolo Odinga and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. The two boys are the sons of Junior. May God bless you. Now you know who the Odingas are. Thank you for reminding me.
There are many people who have taken after Baba in that family, because Baba also hold your hand, and we will hold the hands of Winnie, we will hold the hands of Rosemary, and we will hold the hands of Junior. I would like to request the members of the National Assembly who are here to be upstanding. Rene Mayaka, you will help me from where you are. If I forget anybody, I've declared you my assistant. And if I call you, you sit down, so that if I don't call you, I will know who I have not called. So I don't have anything against you, even though at heart I'm Gen Z. There's a disease that has caught up with me of late. It's called menopause. So we are led by Honorable Moses Wetangula as a speaker. He is not standing. And I would want to acknowledge the area member of parliament, Honorable Gideon Ochanda. I want to acknowledge the woman representative of this area, Honorable Dr. Christine Ombaka. The rest I'll call you very quickly, but I know Kimani and Junet will have a chance, the parliamentary leadership, but I'll just acknowledge you. Honorable Kimani Ichungwa, Honorable Junet Mohammed, Honorable Owen Bayer, and Honorable Mark Mwenje. Those are in the leadership. I wish to acknowledge Honorable Peter Kaluma, Honorable Rashid Bedzimba, Honorable Rachel Ameso, former member of parliament but also PSC commissioner, Chief, Honorable Farah Maalim, Honorable George Aladwa, Honorable Adipo Kwome, the tallest man in parliament, Honorable Mugabe Innocent, Honorable Otiende in the committee, Honorable Tom Odege, Honorable TJ Kajwang, Honorable Nabi Nabwera, Honorable Elisha Odhiambo, Honorable Gertrude Mbeyu, Honorable Felix Jalango aka Jalas, Honorable John Ariko, Honorable Fatuma Mohammed Full Network, Honorable Rosa Buyu Dwase, Honorable Eve Akinyo Bara, Honorable Beatrice Elachi, Honorable Esther Pasaris, Honorable Irene Mayaka, Honorable Babu Owino, Honorable Naika Johnson, Honorable Oku Kaunya, Honorable Samuel Atandi, Chair of Budget, Honorable Shakil Shabir, Honorable Oyula, Honorable Mark Nyabita, Honorable Aduma Uwar, Honorable Joshua Ngeno, Honorable Tindi Mwale, Honorable Badi Twalib, Honorable Dr. Lillian Gogo, Honorable Jared Okello, Honorable Koyo Wura, Honorable Mishi Mboko, who is also a PSC, myself, Familly Odhiambo, of course, Honorable Chonga, Honorable Raphael Wanjala, Honorable Dixon Maungu, Honorable Dr. James Nyikal, who is also the chairman of Dual, Honorable Oscar Nabulindo, Honorable Peter Masara, Honorable Jen Kagiri, Honorable Mark Mwenje, Honorable Manduku, Honorable Rehab Mukami, Honorable Doris Donya, Honorable Lillian Sioi, Honorable Sabina Chege, Honorable Irene Njoki, Honorable Geoffrey Odanga, Honorable Caleb Amisi, Honorable Naisula Lesuda, Honorable Osogo, Honorable Wilberforce, Honorable Carido Daniel, Honorable Amina Mohammed, Honorable Fatuma Mohammed, Honorable Beatrice Adagala, Honorable Hussein Weitan, Honorable Umi Harun, Honorable Mogaka Stephen, Honorable Zambia, Honorable Mawade, Honorable Stephen Mule, Honorable Caroline Geleche, Honorable George Kariuki, Honorable Jale Rokelo, Honorable Steve Mogaka, Honorable Cynthia Alpha Ondieki Miruka, Honorable Ikawa Fred, Honorable Clemens Lawyer, Honorable Karoli Omondi, Honorable, I think I mentioned Shakil Shab. Yes, Oron, I can't. Honorable Umi Harun, Honorable Catherine Omanyo, Honorable Fatuma Jeho, Honorable Amina Mnyazi, Honorable Kombe, Honorable Machele. Anybody remaining? I think I am done with the National Assembly and Your Excellency the day. Oh, Honorable Boko Milema, you are hidden there. That's why I can't see you. Thank you. And Deputy President, I just want to say that I talked to Baba on Monday evening when he was with Odhiambo, and I want to confirm that what he said the same thing to me, that we need to be united as a party. And he told me in Kijaluo, Achia. And then Baba also told me, jokingly, because when I asked him, Baba, how are you? He told me, I am fine. In fact, in the morning, I walked all around. I am even surprised there are people who have killed me in Kenya and have already buried me. I want to tell you, as Jokanyanam, that for those who killed Baba and buried Baba before his time, because we are Christians, we forgive you. But we will never forget. But we also want to tell you, that for those who stood with Baba, we shall never forget. And I want to tell you I want to tell you, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, that you do not understand. I know some of us look strong. I was in State House the morning you broke the news, and amongst the Luo, in the political class that day, I was the only ODM person. Wacho ni pinyo chama. I didn't understand what pinyo chama meant until the president broke the news as we sat. Said, I have bad news. I think it was 7 in the morning. And he said, but even before he said I knew, I don't know how I knew. And Mr. President, Your Excellency, the longest journey I have walked, if you don't know, was from your office to where I left my car. I almost collapsed twice. I am strong, but the death of Baba is the hardest thing. Those who believe in his ways have had to deal with. And when you sent us, you removed the women, and I thank you for your sensitivity. And you told us to go and stand with Mama Ida. I thank you for that sensitivity. We shall never forget. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and God bless you. Let me take this opportunity to invite Ledama Olekina to welcome the Senate. And as he is coming, Jokanyanam, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Agone Baboriti, Aguambo, Baba, Wod Mary, Piny Dung Buru Kionge Baba.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Your Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, President Olusegun Obasanjo, the Speakers of the National Assembly and the Senate, all mourners here, the ODM fraternity, good afternoon. I stand here today before I